Now, Vijay Mallya may have become the face of bank fraud in India, but there are dozens of other Mallyas accused of siphoning off crores, but you would have not heard of them. NDTV investigates little-known Zoom developers, a real estate company probed for defaulting on 3,000 crore debt, money that the CBI and the Enforcement Directorate have found has been siphoned off abroad using a web of companies. Shockingly, the files of this company went missing from the CBI, forcing it to order an internal probe.
No better example of the new face of bank fraud than Zoom developers, the only trace of which is their closed office here in Indore. The large number of bank notices reflecting the high debt racked up by this little-known company. An extraordinary rise for a company whose history cannot even be found in government records. It stopped filing in 2007. No website to speak of, no trace of projects executed. As the loans mounted, the investigating agencies stepped in. This is the Enforcement Directorate's 27-page order, which sums up its investigations into the complex manner in which Zoom took loans, ostensibly for projects in European countries, but then siphoned off the money. They've tried to summarize their findings in a flow chart, just to give you an idea of how complicated the entire money flow is. Zoom got bank guarantees from Indian banks against contracts from foreign companies to execute projects abroad. But the ED claims those companies were controlled by Zoom itself. One of those companies was controlled by the promoter, Vijay Chaudhary, to a Liechtenstein-based trust. No projects were executed. The money, the ED says, was simply moved out. Some of it found its way to properties around the world, like 1280 acres of land worth rupees 1,000 crores in California, attached by the ED. The promoter of Zoom, Vijay Chaudhary, according to the CBI, has been arrested and is now out on bail, but hard to trace. Except for this picture from 2008, which shows him meeting a Chinese businessman, there is little trace of Vijay Chaudhary. The only member of the original team, Sharad Kabra, then vice president of Zoom developers, under arrest, his bail denied by the High Court. We spoke to his lawyer in Indore.
साइक्लिंग ऑफ फंड्स के बारे में हमारा ऐसा कहना है कि ये जो बीच में जो मेल्टडाउन आया है, जो ग्लोबली मेल्टडाउन जो आया था, उसके कारण हमारे कुछ फंड्स कुछ ब्लॉक्स हो गए हैं. ऑल्दो हम लोगों ने हमारा जो बैंक्स का जो कंसोर्शियम है, उन्होंने हमको वो रेडी नहीं थे वो करने के लिए कंप्लेंट हमारे ऊपर, बट स्टिल वो कहीं से प्रेशराइज होके और उन्होंने कंसोर्शियम बना के और उन्होंने कंप्लेंट करी हम पे.
सर, तो आप कह रहे हैं कि जो सारा पैसा गायब हो गया ये इकोनॉमिक मेल्टडाउन की वजह से हुआ?
वो इकोनॉमिक मेल्टडाउन के कारण.
बट ईडी ने ये साबित किया है कि इन पैसों से अमेरिका में करोड़ों का लैंड खरीदा गया है.
इसके बारे में मैं अभी कुछ नहीं कहूंगा आपसे.
But there's also the question of how banks lent to him. Punjab National Bank is the biggest lender to Zoom. They refused to respond to queries. But a former chairman of PNB said that he knew about the Zoom account and made an extraordinary admission that Zoom took bank officials to their overseas facilities but never showed them the actual work sites.
I know that Zoom developer. Look, I have also financed that proposal. Now the people who have gone to see their factory sites abroad, they have gone in the company's cost abroad from India and they have never visited that space. Now, that may be 5-10% cases. Let us also very frankly say this 1 trillion stress asset is not because of one Zoom or one thing. There are certain malfeasance, wrong thing has happened. Absolutely no doubt in that.
So, Mr. Chakravarti, you mean to say that he actually preempted bank officials from visiting the sites?
Yes. And you go abroad for the inspection at the client cost in the client's plane. And he has never allowed you to visit that place. They come back and say everything is fine.
In an extraordinary twist, the CBI claimed that vital documents pertaining to Zoom went missing from its office. They registered an FIR and conducted an internal probe, but failed to find who was behind it. Srinivasan Jain for NDTV.